So the grips for the Tomahawk, number one, close grip.
Okay.
This is running through the woods. I've got it right here. I'm ready to go with it. Grip number two is the middle grip, just right here in the middle. That's probably your most common grip for fighting with anything else. Number three is long grip. Actually, that's more for if you're going to be throwing the Tomahawk. Number four, grab it at the bottom and use that for different aspects. And then number five is the chopping action. And that's it for now. We'll just stop with 6.
Oh, we start with 6.
Yeah.
Oh, and can you show the foot movement?
Okay, for the Tomahawk, it's pretty loose. I can be in left foot forward, I can be in right foot forward. It just depends on who I'm fighting and what I'm fighting against. If I've got a knife in my hand, then I'll probably, against if you've got like a spear or something, then I'm going to have this out front like a shield to be able to deflect so that I can come in.
Okay. Didn't you say there's a special leg movement in the jungle terrains or jungle or forest?
So yeah, for Apache knife work, you're in a more square stance.
Okay.
So I'm square when I'm moving.
Okay.
But for the Cherokee Tomahawk, it's whatever's open.
Okay.
So you can blade off, you can move around, you can be a little square. Doesn't really matter. It's much more fluid.
And you say going back is like.
Yeah. So for Apache knife, if I'm going backwards, because and pretty much any type of thing, if you're going backwards and you can't see what you're doing, you should lift your foot up so you can put it down and feel what's there.
Okay.
So, you know, here we got a nice smooth surface, but if I was having to fight in the bushes over there and I didn't know what the surface was like, I'm going to want to feel my footwork before I put my weight back in.
Okay.
You don't want to trip over something or fall into a hole.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go slow. So he cuts at my neck. I pivot. I cut his wrist. It's chop, chop. I step up, cut. I come back, cut.
So that's chop, chop, cut, cut.
Just chop, chop, cut, cut. Now, if I turn here and I chop, and he's coming at me with that knife, that could be my second chop. If he's still coming at me with that arm, that could be my first cut. This could be my second cut.
Okay.
So it all depends on his actions as to where that's going to go. The basic movement is chop, chop, cut, cut, but it all depends on his actions as to where those are going to go.
And the leg movement?
Right, so if, again in Cherokee, the leg movement is fairly loose, but as he chops, I'm going to step out and just pivot. So
Okay.
I've got a good solid stance for that chop.
So
my second chop can come up right from here. I'm going to step up just a little bit, so now I'm close enough to get that cut, and then I pivot back the other way for the second cut.
Okay.
So I've got good distance the entire time. I'm using the power of my body to get these cuts in, but I don't want to get too close because then he can do things to me as well. And I won't be able to see it coming.
Alrighty.
It goes off of the grab and stab.
That's a empty hand version of chop, chop, cut, cut. Throw your weapons.
All right, so this works off of a grab and stab, where the guy comes up, he's going to grab you and stab you. Okay. So I'm empty hand, he comes up to grab, chop, chop. Here's my cut, cut.
Okay. Empty hand version of chop, chop, cut, cut.
So once again, he's coming in, chop, chop, cut, cut.
Alrighty. Pivots. Pivot is the key.
Yes.
Okay.
Next one is chop, chop, cut, stab, chop.
Okay.
So it's basically the same open as before. He's cutting towards my neck. I pivot, I chop his wrist, I chop his neck. This time my cut is going to be right across his belly to eviscerate him. The stab, I'm actually hooking his neck, taking him down, and chopping the back of his head.
Nice. You do that again?
So you do it to me now, I'll come to you. Okay? So, chop, chop, cut, stab, chop.
And the footwork about this?
Okay, so again, I'm stepping out to pivot and get that chop. This reaches just fine here. Now I can block his hand if I need to for that evisceration, so I'm just stepping up here. I'm cutting, or I'm stabbing, and to get him to move forward, all I really need to do is pivot my entire body. Gives me lots of strength to do that, and then I chop.
Okay. And the no weapon version?
Okay. This would be off of say he's coming off of a right punch. So again, chop, chop. My cut is going to be an elbow to the ribs of the solar plexus. I'm going to come up and hook, bring him down, with my chop.
Alrighty. You wanna?
Same footwork.
Okay.
Or he comes around, chop, chop, cut. Here's the stab. Here's the last chop.
Nice. Alrighty. Thank you.
Empty hand number 2 revisited. So he's doing a right cross. That's this one.
It's a cross.
Yes. Here I'm blocking. That's the chop. Here's the second chop as I come in with my cut. Here's the stab. Here's the chop. We finish off by taking him to the ground. So a little smoother. It's
Wow.
he comes in, chop, chop, cut, hook, stab, chop, take him to the ground.
Alright. Thank you.
Okay, so it's going to be an outward stab, chop, lifting, thrust, and cut. So again, he's cutting at my neck, but this time as I step out, I'm going to hook his wrist with my knife, and at the same time, it's not like I'm doing this and then chopping. If he comes, it's here. I'm blocking and hitting at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm getting that nice chop in there. Now, if for some reason he's coming in with the knife at the same time, I'm going to chop his hand to stop that from coming in. But followed by the chop, I lift his chin up, which opens it nicely for this cut here. And then I'll keep moving on to the next guy.
Just walk out like a badass.
Well, it's a big melee. There's other people I have to kill.
It is.
Okay, so one more time. One more time. Here, 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 and we're done.
And play that, play that, play that. There you go.
Okay, so empty hand. So this time he's going to be doing like a right hook type thing. So he comes, I'm blocking, but at the same time, I'm hitting. Okay, then uppercut, and then here's my cut.
Okay. Nice and easy.
So, you know, it could be here, and I hammer fist, come up, lift it up, and then maybe I want to just take his ribs instead. Hit the ribs, come out, chop him again, get out of it.
Alrighty.
Alright, so this one is inside stab, chop, chop. So he's coming in with the attack, I'm doing an inside stab. Now you have to be careful not to bring it into you, right? So when I do this, I want to bring it, as he comes in, I'm bringing this close to him and out. Now at the same time, it's a short chop followed by a long chop. So his hand is here, I'm chopping to the hand, I'm chopping to the head. So a little smoother, he comes in, inside stab, chop, chop. Inside block, hammer fist, hammer fist.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. All right. What if he do the other hand? No. When you block his first hand.
Okay, here, if he's coming at me with that hand, I can still hammer his hand.
Okay, so just on the wrist. Okay, all right.
Basically, the two hits. Now, if his hand is back here for some reason when I block, both the hammer fists are going to be to the head.
Okay.
And followed by more things. But if his hands are up like they should be and he punches here, then I may do this before I hammer.
Okay.
So it kind of depends on what he's doing.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I always wonder, so what if the guy have a saber?
okay, so again, a lot of it depends on skill level, stuff like that. But if he's cutting down to cut for my head, I can always slap it aside, block him off, and chop.
Okay. And the hand hooking disarm?
I catch, hook as I come in.
Okay.
He could come here, I can catch him here.
What about the thrust?
Okay, he comes with a thrust, I may slap it down and cut it. Slap it aside. Okay. But I have a shorter weapon, he has a longer weapon. I need to move inside. If I stay out here, he'll kill me. It's just, you know, if all I'm doing is this, eventually he will get me.
So you have to use the advantage of you have a heavier and shorter weapon on your tomahawks to knock it, and then to break in and to kill him.
Now, his tactic might be to, if my hand is here, to just cut my hand. Smack at it, just kind of. So, if I'm worried about that, I can then drop it down to here, so that I've got some coverage here, and I can come in, but I have to move in.
Have to move in.
I have to deflect, block, smack it somehow, and move in to be able to make it more to my advantage.
Okay.
I can't stay outside because he's got the advantage of reach.
Okay.
That's it. That's another nail. I keep finding nails and screws around here. Why are you still filming me?